couple of extra rules of indices that you ought to be familiar with. We use them more in year 10 and 11, but they are on the test this year because of the work that the top set doing a little bit quicker pace than you guys. So let's have a look. The two rules that also are useful is the fraction rule. So when you've got something raised to a fraction power, then it's what's called the root of the number. So for example, if I've got something like a to the power of a half, then that's the square root of a. If I've got a to the power of a third, then it's the cube root of a. So the 3 becomes the cube root, the 2 becomes the square root, the second root, the third root. So if I've got something like 64 to the power of a half, then it's telling me to do the square root of 64, which is 8. If I've got 49 to the power of a half, then it's telling me to do the square root of 49, which is 7. So that's one of the rules that is a bit extra for this year, doing the fraction rule. There's also the power to the power rule. So if I'm doing something to a power but then raise it to another power, then the two powers can be multiplied together. So it becomes a to the mn. So for example, if I've got something like 4 cubed to the power of 2, then that's the same as 4 to the power of 6. We've got the 6 because we did 3 times 2. The reason it works, 4 cubed squared means I'm doing 4 cubed times 4 cubed. Well, timesing, we add the two powers when they've got the same bases, so it's 4 to the power of 6. But the quick way of thinking of these is just to times the two power numbers. So for example, if I've got 7 to the power of 5, raise that to the power of 6, then that's going to be the same as 7 to the power of 30. I times the two power numbers. So that's just some extras that you might want to practice if you're aiming for the top grades, guys, which all of you should be, of course.